Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call the Dover Select Board to order at 6:30 PM on Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. Public comments. Jim.
To make a comment on the 1% money.
Okay.
I think that since the inception of the program, the town has received approximately $9.4 million. And a lot of this stuff has really gone to worthwhile projects, in my opinion. Some of moderate projects and some, I think, suspect. I think the time has come, perhaps, for the town to look at redirecting at least some of that 1% money for the upkeep of their own buildings. We're sitting in a building right now that's a troubled building, multiple issues. The highway department has problems, the fire department has problems, and then you go to the library and the kids in the country and the town hall. That money, I believe, can be much better spent than buying an African iPhone or a drone. I think the time has come to redirect that money.
Anybody have any thoughts? Well, I appreciate you bringing this forward. Obviously, to redirect it, it would have to be a vote, a townwide vote, like it was when we instituted it and designated it all for economic development. So, yes.
Well, I think, the public can bring that to a vote. But I certainly think we should get out of the public an opinion as to which way the wind may blow with the select board.
Fair.
I didn't understand that. You mean what our opinion is?
What the select board as a whole,
Yeah,
the opinion might be, is if they would support such a change.
Sarah, and then
if we were going to put it to a townwide vote, which we must, we are 5 citizens. Our vote and our thoughts carry no more weight than yours in that situation.
Many things come before the board where there's a recommendation, whether it's in the police department or the economic development or the highway department, to approve anything. So you do have the power to either recommend or dissent.
follow up on that?
Just to say, those are circumstances where it is our obligation to pass judgment on those things. This is a different kind of matter. We are in those situations, certainly we can offer our opinion as individuals, just like you can offer your opinion and anybody sitting in this room can offer their opinion. But it's not the same when economic development comes to us and says, we're recommending this, it's our obligation to say yes or no. It's our job. It's not our job to have an opinion that we try to persuade the rest of the town to follow about how economic development money could be used. The most I think I would be comfortable with is saying, here's what we've done with it already, and here's why I think personally it should go forward. But I would feel very awkward asking the select board to weigh in and have an official position on something like that.
Hold on, Scott, did you have something to say?
No, I was just kind of mimicking what Sarah said. It's like our role is to say, are we fulfilling what the voters have wanted us to do with those dollars? So when those things are presented, it's like, does that fit the criteria for what the voters wanted us to do?
Jim.
My memory serves me, and it goes back 18 years, so I might be incorrect on this. But I believe the select board took a position at that time as how they would like to direct the 1% money.
Well, I know that it was to be dedicated solely for economic development. And when we gave $30,000 to rescue because they were in trouble, we got beat up big time for it. and by a business owner in particular and other people, so. I think that would be, if to make a major change like that, one, I need to process it and consider. Personally, what I think about that, but I think it's something we should have discussions about, if that's the kind of situation, and then. If voters wanna bring a petition, then we obviously. That will happen then. Yes,
I
Scott,
understand, I do like that idea, it's good to have, like, it's been however long to have voters. Say what they feel this 1% money should be going to.
other. Comments? Well, thank you for letting, it's a lot of food for thought for all of us, so. And for the voters. All right, any other public comments? All right, we're gonna move to the planning commission, and Patrick is here. And we have reappointments of members, which are 4-year terms.
Yes,
Dana Sorice, Michelle Pinkham, and Peter MacDonald, and a 1-year term for an alternate for Diane McCormick.
that's correct. I have communicated with all of them.
Mhm.
They've all indicated a willingness to continue to serve if they were appointed. We will have another alternate position available if someone is interested, and be happy to speak to anybody about that who might be interested.
Okay, so,
I make a motion, we approve the reappointments of Dana Sorice, Michelle Pinkham, Peter MacDonald, and alternate Diane McCormick to the planning commission.
Second.
any discussion? Joe, did you wave your hand?
No,
Then all in favor?
Aye.
Can we get on the town website that we have an available alternate position for the planning commission? Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming out on a lovely night. So. Next, we have the assessor, the tax map maintenance proposal for $2,200, and Linda's on with us. Linda?
Hi,
Hi.
I think this is a fairly straightforward document. We get it every year. I think Jeanette was gonna look to see if that had increased from last year. I think it did.
No, actually it didn't. It's the same as last year's.
Oh, it was, okay.
Yeah, it went
Wow.
up, I think the year before, it was like 1,800 or 1,850, so.
Right, yeah, okay. So, yeah, this is just, I believe it's the maintenance contract.
Mhm, mhm. So, it looks like the board can all sign this. So,
I make a motion that we authorize the board to sign the proposal for tax map maintenance in the amount of $2,200.
do I have a second?
Second.
Oh, now Dan's on.
Oh, Dan
Zoom
is
user, Zoom user.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Joe, do you vote?
yes,
On this, I get it to. All right, next, we have new business, consider participation in the Windham Solid Waste Management RFP for services. Zoom and in person, February 5th, which is tomorrow, at 1 PM in Townsend. So I believe that Kevin Stein is definitely gonna be attending this. Did we share this with Travis at all? You've seen it? Okay, thoughts, Travis? Oh, What, Dan?
Travis and I spoke about it today after I spoke to Windham Waste Management in regards to the RFP. We have about 8 towns ready to sign up to try to find someone else to pick it up, but they don't really think that it's going to help price-wise. So Travis and I spoke about the possibility of looking into the future and maybe we doing it ourselves. And I think that's something we should consider because I don't think any of the other candidates could possibly handle the amount of trash that we get on a holiday weekend.
Travis, do you have anything you wanna add?
Yeah, that, my biggest concern, you see these rates, right?
Mm-hmm,
Our rate is very well, and it's a good rate, okay, compared to what a lot of the towns are paying,
how can that be the range of rates? I can see distance,
I think it's our volume,
uh,
I really do, we are busier than the Windham Solid Waste District themselves, like, there's more that comes through here than. Our transfer station is the biggest, has the most come through it than any town in this district. So, you know. That is my big concern with this, you know, we're the second cheapest on this list for trucking and. You know. If we go sign up with all these,
mhm.
you know, are we gonna shoot ourselves in the foot, so to speak, now, like. So I'm thinking, I'd like to see what becomes of the meeting and
Are you gonna attend?
I can,
If the weather's okay?
yeah.
Dan, are you gonna be at the meeting?
It's hard for me because of my store, but I'm going to try to do my best to get there.
Okay, well,
Where's
Maybe-
the Zoom link for that if I try to attend tomorrow?
Yeah, I have the Zoom link.
Okay,
It's in more meetings too. like-
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Maybe you should talk to Kevin Stein about that. Because I know he's definitely attending
yeah,
and he goes to all these meetings, so, do you think you have time to do that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
yeah.
I have the Zoom link, I'll try to go too.
Well-
I can send it to
Send it
you.
on. Thank you, Jack.
I think it's a great idea, I think their intentions are, you know. I don't know who else is out there that could,
Possibly,
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you have somebody signed on to take care of all the other towns, and we have more volume than everybody else. It could pose a problem. But I like the idea of, you know, they want the availability to have the composting separate, trucking for a few other separate items that, you know, like that idea. Have some more options. But as far as a lot of the regular day-to-day operational stuff,
I'm really confused why we would get, because we had so much volume, we get a better rate. I don't understand that necessarily, it's like, it's a load, right? I don't quite get it,
yeah.
but I hope that this meeting doesn't turn things upside down
Right.
too.
Yeah, no, I
Mhm.
agree. You
Mhm.
know, I should say we're fortunate and thankful that the rate is what it is for us, but. You know, we're not entered into a contract, as you see, it says it's an expired contract, so.
Okay,
Change that time too.
well, I appreciate anybody who wants to attend that meeting tomorrow. Yes,
I don't see any Zoom links, so I'm not sure, I thought it was being offered by Zoom, but I don't see it in Kevin's, email. But I can reach out.
I
to them.
thought it did have one too, but that might have been in the, this is just the.
Yeah, you had forwarded Kevin.
Mhm.
I it just says a meeting at 1 o'clock in Townshend, it doesn't say,
So I think
but I can reach out to solid waste and see if they.
That Peter.
it says,
Peter had.
it says
It says
Zoom right here. It
in the
says,
letter.
it says Zoom in the letter. Yeah, but it doesn't give you a link.
I have a link.
Okay, Dan, can you send that to Jeanette so that everybody who needs it can get it?
You got it.
Thank you. Any other thoughts on this? Well, we look forward to hearing back what transpires. Next, we're going to have economic development, a signage program application for Vermont Academy at Mount Snow.
Hi.
Oh, hi Shannon.
Hello. Surprise.
Shannon is
so-
surrounded with Fresco cookies.
Yes, welcome to my warehouse. Yeah, so I have a signage application I received from VAMS, formerly Mount Snow Academy. And today I checked with Tabby, and then realized, talking to her and talking to Ben, who is at VAMS, that he was a little confused. He thought Tabby updated this application, not that he had to do a separate application. You have often approved conditionally based, waiting for Tabby's approved permit, but she's not going to have that until tomorrow. He thought when he handed this in that covered both parts of that. So I'm not sure what you'd like to do. He's going to complete that with Tabby tomorrow. But I have the signage application, the estimate and the details, but not Tabby's part.
Yeah, and we have in the past approved sign, yes, subject to an approved sign permit.
Yeah. I just wanted to give them the chance to get it up for
That's
President's
what it
Week.
look like. It's vans. It's kind of cool.
It's I think a great improvement upon the current sign.
Thoughts, board?
Yeah.
Looks good to me.
Okay. Does somebody wanna?
I make a motion that we approve the signage program application request from Vermont Academy at Mount Snow, subject to receipt of an approved sign permit from the zoning department. Second.
And that would be for $2,000.
It would be for 50% grant of $2,000.
And Scott seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Unanimous.
Thank you.
All right. Board of Liquor Control.
I make a motion, we go into the Board of Liquor Control.
Is there a second?
Second, sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Make a motion that we approve a first-class license for Two Dogs LLC, DBA Dover Bar and Grill. Give me the thumbs up. What's the?
Could you just make it, we have not received payment or an updated fire inspection or an updated training certificate, so.
Subject to receipt of the payment, fire certificate and training certificate.
Second by Scott. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to come out of the Board of Liquor Control. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We have the consent agenda, which is to approve the minutes of January 21st. Yes, we were.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of January 21st, 2025.
Second.
Any corrections or changes or? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have warrants, February 1, in the amount of $2,144,071.93. Has 3 people looked at these?
Did you look at
The
it?
3 of you.
Okay,
I'll come in tomorrow and sign it.
I make a motion that we approve the warrants of February 1st, 2025 for $2,144,071.93. Second.
second by Scott. And by the way, most of that is, almost 2 million of that is in payment to River Valley School District. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, we have FYIs. Windham Regional Commission public meeting, meetings through February, and there's one in Wilmington on Thursday night. They're doing a Zoom one on the 12th. And then you could go to Londonderry or Bells Falls, but I don't think anybody probably would. And the one in Wilmington is at the OSEC at 6 p.m. Water Task Force conducts interviews on the 3rd and the 5th at the town hall. From my understanding, one happened on the 3rd and 2 are happening tomorrow at Crown Hall. Trails and Rec Committee meets February 11th at 6:30. Pre-town meeting, February 25th at 6 p.m. at the Dover Town Hall. Town meeting, March 4th at 10 a.m. at Dover Town Hall. And then select board reorganizational meeting on March 5th at 6:30, right here. Liaison reports.
No,
We
I
need
gave
to
you
go.
mine.
Yes, thank you, Dan, appreciate it. We need to go into executive session and we will start with the police department. Thank you all for coming out for a very short meeting. What?
Give that lunch.
Yeah, I know, it's your best guesstimate.
So.
I know, I was thinking that. As long as you can speak up. Yeah.
Somebody wanna make a motion to go into the board of
I make a motion to go into
Executive session.
I make a motion to go into executive session, 6:51.
or
Second,
For fire and police.
we're gonna start with police.